I still remember the creak of the old wooden floor, the faint scent of lavender on the sheets, and the way Franklin's shadow filled the bedroom doorway like a secret I couldn't hide from. He was 24 then, 2 years older than me, but somehow he always felt like he carried a world of experiences I hadn't yet touched. His black hair always looked like he had just run his fingers through it, messy but intentional, and that beard, God, that beard, made him look like temptation carved into human form. And then there was me, still figuring myself out, 22, messy brown hair, clean-shaven, hazel eyes that always gave away more than I wanted them to. Whenever Franklin looked at me, I felt like he could read every unspoken thought in my head. That night wasn't planned. It never is with the memories that end up owning you. I hadn't expected him to show up at my apartment. It was late, maybe close to midnight, and the world outside my window had gone quiet. I'd been pacing, restless, replaying the last fight we had. The knock on the door startled me. My heart jumped because I knew who it had to be. Nobody else knocked like that. 2 steady taps, a pause, then another one like he was daring me to keep him waiting. When I opened the door, Franklin stood there, eyes darker than usual, wearing that fitted white t-shirt that clung to him in all the right ways. "Can I come in?" His voice was low, steady, not asking, more like telling. I stepped aside without a word, because with Franklin, words always seemed useless when his presence alone spoke louder than anything I could say. We didn't talk at first. He walked into the living room, his gaze scanning the space like he was deciding whether to stay or go. I leaned against the wall, tried to act unaffected, though my pulse betrayed me. Finally, I asked, "Why are you here?" He turned to me, his jaw tight, his expression unreadable. "Because you don't get to push me away that easily." I swallowed hard. That was Franklin. He never let me hide, never let me run from what we were. The silence stretched thick until he closed the distance between us. His hand brushed mine, just barely, but it was enough. My body reacted before my mind could. It was Franklin who moved first, his fingers curling around my wrists, guided me down the short hallway toward my bedroom. He didn't ask permission, and I didn't stop him. The door clicked shut behind us, and suddenly the air shifted. It wasn't my room anymore. It was ours. He stood close enough that I could feel the heat radiating from him, his breath brushing against my cheek. "You know you can't get rid of me," he murmured. I wanted to fight back, to tell him I wasn't his. But then his hand pressed against the small of my back, pulling me closer, and every lie I had rehearsed dissolved into the night. The first time his hand slid under my shirt, I felt like the ground had disappeared beneath me. His touch wasn't rushed, wasn't desperate. It was controlled, like he was claiming territory inch by inch. I shivered when his thumb brushed against my skin. He noticed. He always noticed. "You still feel it," he whispered against my ear. "I don't," I lied, though my body betrayed me, leaning into him, craving more. He chuckled softly, lips grazing my neck. "You can lie to yourself all you want, but your body knows the truth." And he was right. God, he was right. The bed creaked when we fell onto it, his weight hovering over me, eyes locked onto mine. There was nothing rushed about the way Franklin moved. Every kiss, every touch, felt deliberate, like he was reminding me that I belonged to him even if I fought it. I tangled my hands in his shirt, pulling him closer, because resisting him had always been a losing battle. His beard scratched against my skin as his lips moved down my jawline, and I couldn't hold back the sound that escaped me. "That's it," he murmured, his breath warm against my throat. "Don't hold back with me." The room seemed to shrink around us, the walls themselves bearing witness to the fire that burned between us. In the stillness that followed, I should have said something, anything, but lying there, tangled in sheets that now smelled like him, words felt unnecessary. Franklin traced lazy circles on my chest, his beard brushing my skin as he whispered, "You'll never forget this." I didn't answer, but I knew he was right. That night was already burned into my memory. When I woke up, the space beside me was empty, but the indentation on the sheets was proof he had been there. The scent of him lingered in the air, the memory of his touch still burning on my skin. I sat up, staring at the closed bedroom door, realizing that no matter what happened between us, Franklin had already marked me in ways I couldn't erase. And he was right. I never did forget. His touch in that bedroom still haunts me, years later. People talk about love like it's something soft, something safe. But with Franklin, it was never gentle. It was fire. It was chaos. It was a storm that refused to pass. And maybe that's why I can't let go. Because even though time has carried us into different lives, that night, his touch, his kiss, his presence in that bedroom still owns me. Franklin may not be here anymore, but his ghost lives under my skin. And his touch still haunts my heart.